Hello class, my name is Arkat Prakash and I'm representing Team 4. Team 4 encompasses myself, Satish, Zishan, and Virendra. We have a lot to cover, so let's get started. Our project has 4 states, Georgia, South Dakota, Kansas, and Illinois. Who wins 2020? We predict that Republicans will win Georgia, South Dakota, and Kansas, while Democrats will take Illinois. What factors will impact 2020? The actual candidate running for presidential office will have an impact in 2020, as we found out during the last 2 election cycles. Race will have a significant impact in voter turnout and hence the outcome. We also predict that more women voters will participate in 2020 elections. We predict a similar turnout in all 4 states during 2020 as it was in 2016. Georgia. We predict Republicans will take Georgia by 3 to 4% margin over Democrats. This margin keeps decreasing from year over year. Georgia age. There is increasing voter participation among 45 and older. There's decreasing voter participation among millennials. There is a significant increase in voter participation among 65 and older. Georgia gender. There's a balanced participation between male and female voters. Georgia gender again. Male support for Republicans increased 8% points between 2012 and 2016. Georgia race. White voter participation decreased. There are also a decreasing percent of the Georgia's overall population, while the Hispanic and Black population continues to grow. Black voter participation increased from 2000 in double digits. Georgia, the best fit model. We ran Monte Carlo simulation on 159 counties. We expect that Republicans will win most of the counties in Georgia, and Republicans will also win the popular votes in Georgia. Moving now to Kansas. We predict that Republicans will take the state of Kansas in 2020 by 18 to 21% margin over Democrats. Kansas age. There is an increasing voter participation among 50 to 59, 60 to 69, and 70 plus year olds. There is a decreasing voter participation among millennials. Kansas gender. Among female voters, 65% or higher participants will vote in 2020. Among male voters, 60% or lower participants will vote in 2020. Kansas race. Among white non-Hispanic voters, 60% or higher will participate. Among Black voters, 54% or lower will participate. Among Hispanic voters, 40% or lower will participate. Kansas best fit model. We also ran Monte Carlo simulation on 105 counties. We expect that Republicans will win most of the counties in Kansas, and Republicans will also win the popular votes in Kansas. Moving now to South Dakota. We predict that Republicans will take the state of South Dakota in 2020 by 20 to 30% margin over Democrats. South Dakota age. We expect that millennials will continue to decline in participation. We expect that those 45 and older will also continue to decline in participation. Overall, voter participation, unfortunately, among all age groups is declining in South Dakota. South Dakota gender. Among women voters, 41% or higher will vote for a Republican. Among women voters, a higher percent will vote for a third party when compared to 2016 in 2020. Among male voters, 48% or more will vote for a Republican. South Dakota race. Among white voters, 59% or higher will vote for a Republican. Among Black voters, 93% or higher will vote for a Democrat. South Dakota best fit model. We ran a Monte Carlo simulation using proportions. Republicans will receive between 56% and 64% of the votes in 2020. Moving now to our last state, Illinois. We predict that Democrats will take the state of Illinois in 2020. Illinois' age. Among 45 and 64-year-old, we expect that the turnout will be greater than other age groups. Among 18 to 24-year-olds, we expect moderate voter participation increase in 2020. Illinois race. Among white voters, 70% or higher will turn out to vote among Hispanics. There will be a moderate increase in voter turnout. Illinois Best Fit Model. We ran Monte Carlo simulation with 102 counties data. Democrats will win most of the counties in Illinois during 2020. Democrats will also win the popular vote in Illinois during 2020. Here's the quick recap, folks. Georgia, South Dakota, and Kansas will vote for a Republican presidential candidate in 2020. Illinois will vote for a Democratic presidential candidate in 2020. Regardless of your party's preference, vote. It makes a difference. We finally wanted to thank Professor Mara and Professor Adam for introducing us to data science using this practical way to learn.